Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online TV where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. My name is Kemi Akeode Adebayo, aka Mama K. In today's program, we continue to celebrate South Africa's Women's Month. This is our part 4. And yes, this is through pre-recorded conversations that I had with another 2 amazing women who are doing so much to raise awareness of albinism. So I had my dear sister, Miss Sannie Manda, who is a founder director for Isango Elihle, which is an NGO based in Cape Town, South Africa. And as well as Miss Lerato, Sethibe, who is the Miss Albinism SA for 2021-2022. Enjoy. What does Isango Elihle, what do you do? What is the mission and of the organization?
Okay, our aim is to be a safe haven, to be the gate where dreams are realized, where dreams are fulfilled. We believe in what they want to do, because people living with albinism, they've got, I cannot say a stereotype, but maybe the community or the society have made them believe less of themselves. So Isango Elihle is coming in as a gate that says, we believe in what you believe in. We know you've got a dream that you want to see coming to pass, and we are here to help you make it happen. So in a lot of communities, people with albinism are rarely recognized and are rarely remembered. So Isango Elihle is coming in as a voice or a platform where these people can be recognized and be part of the bigger things that are happening somewhere elsewhere. And our mission also, if you see people living with albinism, their skin is very light. It is very, very light. They are black people, but with white skin, because they lack melanin. Yes, they lack melanin. So Isango Elihle is working on reducing or fighting the plight of skin cancer within people of albinism, because their skin is very sensitive to sunlight, and that sensitivity then creates it's a high risk to skin cancer. So we are offering skincare health to minimize skin cancer risks within the albinism community, to also increase visibility and recognition, like I said, by bringing the platform like the pageants, so that their self-esteem can be raised.
So the pageant is one of your projects. So tell us about that. What does that involve?
Yes, that is so exciting. That is something that we are really looking forward to, because we normally see it happening on TV, And I'm working with Godfrey Mpatswe, the founder of Mr. and Miss Albinism SA. So when we started Isango Elihle, the pageant was supposed to be one of our objectives, to help build confidence and self-esteem in people living with albinism. Okay, so now Godfrey Mpatswe started it before I did. So I said, okay, good, we are running in the same vision and for the same people, which was good.
So why
fight? For the same people, exactly.
And compete.
So why fight it? So let's just work together and make it happen. So it is so exciting to see this pageant coming to Cape Town. Last year it happened in Joburg, and this year they're bringing it to Cape Town.
When will it be taking place?
It is happening in October, on the 21st of October.
Okay.
In the CBD of Cape Town at Artscape Theatre.
At Artscape, oh, that's a beautiful venue.
Theatre, yes.
Awesome, can't wait.
I'm
counting down to that day. So who funds your NGO?
Who funds it? Funding is a very, very, very difficult area I'm sure in any organization. Funding is very difficult, especially if you are an individual who is trying to make things happen for other people. It is very difficult. So I cannot really say per se we've got the funding. We don't. So we are trusting and believing God for each and everything that we do. We are trusting Him to send donors our way, to send helpers our way. We know there are a lot of other people out there who believe in the work that we do, who believe in the work that we are trying to do. So when we are known and they know the objectives that we are doing and they see the results of it, I'm trusting that God will
sharing your life there, second born of a family of four with boys and fighting your way, go-getter, studying at UNISA, risk-taking, doing accounting, and now at this wonderful place and still running an NGO, doing amazing things with raising awareness of albinism. Why albinism for you? Why?
It's actually a story that is close to my heart. It is a story close to my heart. Like I said earlier, you've got something in you that is yearning to do something more or beyond what you are doing at the present. There's something in you that is calling you out, but you cannot really point what it is. So as I was growing up, I told you I've been at a boarding school. Yes. And at this boarding school, I met a very good friend of mine. We are friends till now. Her family became our family. Her sisters became my sisters. Her brothers, my brothers. So she's got a brother who gave birth to a child with albinism. Okay. He loved this child to death. Loved. And father-daughter relationship, how it is like. And more so, a child born with a condition of albinism. He was like a shield, a protector. But unfortunately, before this child could go anywhere, the father passed away. And he died a terrible death which broke me into pieces. And that's when this was triggered to say this is it. It has to be people with albinism. Because now the father was absent.
So the brother of your friend had albinism?
No.
Or had a child?
A child with
I just
albinism,
want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay.
The brother had a child with albinism, yes.
Okay.
So this child became a niece to me, in a way. Yes. So they were based in Joburg and based in Cape Town. So when the father passed away, my heart just went to that child to say, what now? Because the father is no more. And it actually made me realize that there are a lot more people like her in her condition, in her space, in her circumstances that needs help. That's when I said, this is it. People living with albinism. That's how it started.
So a personal kind of relationship with someone like that's been like a niece made you...
It triggered.
Triggered, basically, that love for wanting to do so. So what's the future for your organization at the moment?
To be honest, we are striving to do bigger things. We know that God is going to take us to higher levels. I don't really know what the future holds, but what I know is this organization has been established not to die. It's going to be there. It's going to be in existence. I've seen organizations, not just NGOs, but firms like, I'll give an example of Levi's. When they are doing an advert, they'll tell you 150 years in existence. Why not an NGO? You see? So we are
to outlive you.
Yes, to outlive you. Yes, we want to live Isango Elihle as a place, a safe haven, where people with albinism will always know that there is Isango Elihle where we can start from or where we can get the help that we need. It will always be there.
Wow. So, I know you're still young because you look young, or am I wrong?
Who would want to look young?
I know, right? So what I'm trying to say is, even no matter what, even an 18-year-old person who has lived life, in terms of their experience and what they've done and their journey, have lessons as well, I believe, to share on their life lessons. So what are some of the life lessons, for you that you wouldn't mind sharing? Maybe for a young person like your niece. I don't know how old she is now.
She is 13 now.
13?
Yes.
Okay, a teenager. So, and you've seen her grown, you've got that relationship, even though, yes, she's not your biological niece, but she is your non-biological niece, and you've, through her now, doing what you're doing, and it triggered that for you. What life lessons, do you want to share? Or with a parent, like a father that died, what life lessons can you share?
Okay, I would start by saying to the parents of children born with albinism, I would like to say that they love them and embrace them. They are a gift given by God, So when they give birth to a child with albinism, they mustn't be shocked, like, what is going on? Yeah. I know maybe it might...
Because that's the natural thing to do.
Yes, that's a natural reaction.
To think, what happens?
How?
Why? How?
Yes, it's a natural process. But as a parent, let's love the children. Let's embrace who they are and give them support in anything that they want to do. They are very, very intelligent people. The people with albinism, they are very intelligent. That's what I've discovered with the people that I've worked with. I've lost some on the way because I'm reaching out to people who are in Zimbabwe as well.
Right.
With those born with albinism in Zimbabwe. And we have lost 2 intelligent girls whose features were very bright to cancer. We have lost them to cancer.
Is that skin cancer?
Yes, yes, the skin cancer. And we've got this little one that's growing Chido. She's 13 and she is super intelligent. She is super intelligent. They are very intelligent. They've got a talent which needs to be groomed. So to the parents who have got children born with albinism, they need to realize that their children are not incapacitated or bound by their skin condition. Right. Their mind is still right. Their mind can still do better, even more. So they must not limit them. They should embrace them and offer them the support in everything that they want to do so that they can go far and do even more. And to the children born with albinism, the youth, the young ones that are still growing up, to not look down upon themselves.
Right.
They need to dream big, not just to dream, but to dream big and work towards it. Nothing should be a barrier. Nothing, not even their skin condition should be a barrier unto them. They should just aim higher and keep going and keep going. I think nothing should stop them. That is what I would say to them, because from where I am, I've realized that if you've got something that you want to do, if you just put your mind to it, put your heart to it, work towards it, it will happen. It doesn't matter what he thinks, it doesn't matter what she thinks, it doesn't matter what has happened before, but as long as I want to achieve it, I will work towards it and it will happen.
Obviously, you're passionate, about albinism based on, the contact you've had, personal contact you've had with somebody, with it. What other social issues for you are you into or passionate, or you would love to see more, done about it? And I don't want to talk too much about the issue, but rather to talk about what solutions
are we bringing
yes,
to the table?
that we can bring, whether you, somebody else, even if you're not involved with it, what solutions can we bring? Whether the problem is here in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Malawi, or other parts of Africa. So for you.
Okay, for me, with working with people with albinism, I cannot say we are raising awareness because I know people are aware of this condition. People, they know there are people born with albinism, but I think it's the acceptance part of it which is difficult for people without albinism to accept them as one of their own. So we are here to offer support. Instead of raising awareness, we are here to offer support to people living with albinism in their life journey, so that their dreams can come true. And as I highlighted also earlier, that we are doing also the skin cancer health, the skincare health with albinism people, but also working with them because they lack melanin, it affects their eyesight. So you find that some people are able to wear eyeglasses, some people are not. It's because of the extent or the way the eyes are affected with the lack of melanin. So in that capacity, some of them are not even able to do the work that other people do normally, because their eyesight is not perfect. It's affected. It's either, I think they are short-sighted, most of them, they are short-sighted. So you will see that in workplaces where somebody has to use a computer, it needs to have large font. So it has to be a big screen with large fonts. And some and students at school, they actually need textbooks with large fonts. You see, so that at least they can see. Their eyesight is not that good. And as a result, now they are growing and they are now in the society. Some of them are not even able to secure employment. So now it comes to unemployment. That will be the other area that we are looking at. There is unemployment because our people are unable to go in and find jobs. So as the organization, what we are doing is we are trying to impact skills that can help them do something with their own hands. Those who are able to find jobs, we encourage them to find jobs. We've got people who are teachers, those living with albinism. We've got people who are working in commercial sectors with albinism. That's why I am always highlighting that they should not limit themselves. There is no boundary, there is no limit. They can do anything. But now the fact that other people might be having issues with their eyesight, that's where we come in. There are those who are failing to get jobs, we are also coming in there to come and help. And as an organization, yes, we've got one lady that we have helped to start a shop in Philippi, because she hasn't been employed all her life. And this shop is the first thing that she has owned. And it is so satisfying to see.
So it's creating jobs, not just about finding jobs, because like you said, unemployment is high.
Yes. So she owns this shop, it's doing fish and chips, and she is selling coffee, she's selling amapinya. You know, it's when you see the satisfaction that is in her, you're like, Lord, I thank you that it's possible. It can be done. With the little that we have, it can go far.
And how have people things, you know, for you? Let me start with you, Brian, that you value most in life. The three things you value most in life.
The three things that I value most in life. Number one, definitely is my relationship with God. Secondly, family. And thirdly, has to be education.
Right.
Yes, by family I mean both, you know, people that I've met and are now part of my life. You know, they add value in my life, including my friends.
Because friends become family. We have brothers that stick, you know, I mean, friends that stick closer than brothers, or however they say. So, wow, that's important. Relationship with God, family and friends, and education. Why education?
I think education is one of the tools to, you know, to elevate your life and to eradicate certain things in life that are still there, just like, you know, the bullyism, just like stigma around people with albinism, not just people around albinism, but also disabilities and humanity generally. I think our differences can be, you know, can be put aside if we are knowledgeable about our differences.
Correct.
So I think the reason why people don't value diversity is because they themselves don't know who they are. So
they're ignorant.
Yes, through education, they can accept who they are and they can know who they are.
And for you, Lerato?
Okay, with me, definitely the first one, as I am a very spiritual person, it has to be God. It has to be God because I tell myself every day that I am God's own original design. So I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Man, that's one of my favorite verses.
Amen. So he's the one who put me here, who brought me to this world. So I value God for that. And the second one, it has to be family. You know, like Brian said, not family only from your surname, but the people who support you, the people who encourage you. Because for you to become a leader, you are a leader because of people. You need people to support you, you need people to reach your achievements. So I value family a lot. And the last one, it has to be life, I can say so. Because, you know, I value life. If you value life, like you will live like joyfully. So you know, you value life because you want to live. You know, there are so many people who go through depression, who go stress, and then they just like, you know what, I don't want to live. They commit
give up on
suicide
life.
because they don't value life. So despite the challenges of life, value life, because you never know what tomorrow, will bring for you. So I value life because, I am here.
Awesome. So in your role as Miss Albinism, what does that involve, and how was that for you to be the first ever, like you said? How has that been for you, and what do you do?
Oh my God, being the first ever Miss Albinism South Africa 2021-2022, I can say the keynote for me is the first ever. It means, oh my God, it's a history itself, Yes, there will be other ones, but I'm a record breaker. So it's, I can say I am humbled, I am graceful, I am so excited. And I am thankful to God, that He trusted me with this title for me to be the first ever to show others out there that it's possible. You can be the first ever in anything that you do. So me as the crown queen, my responsibility, is to, go out there and educate not only the albinism society, but the community as a whole about albinism. So we are currently, we do like albinism awareness in schools, in hospitals, on the streets. We go to events where we educate people about albinism conditions so that they can understand, and accept the albinism society. And also not only that, we also encourage other, children with albinism, to motivate them, because most of them, they have low self-esteem because of the myths, the stereotype, how they are marginalized in the community. So we, me as the queen, is to go there to them and encourage them, motivate them that if I am here, grown up as I am, you also can be where I am today.
So now let's go on to the condition itself. What is albinism? What are the symptoms? What are the causes? Is there any treatment, for it? Yeah.
I can say, albinism, first and foremost, is not contagious. It doesn't mean when you touch me, you will be infected. No, that's what most people should understand, because they think they don't want to be close to us. They don't want to touch us. I remember I once met a lady when I was going to a taxi in the morning. She was walking in front of me. And when she turned around, she saw me and she ran. She thought maybe I was going to her, and guess what? She screamed and she ran. I was so like, oh my God, what's happening?
Screamed.
She screamed. And I was like, albinism is not contagious. It's just a lack of melanin. It's characterized by a lack of melanin only. So it's just only lack of pigmentation. So it's not contagious at all. The difference between me and you is just the skin color. So people should understand that albinism is a genetic condition which is characterized by a lack of melanin. That's what we most tell people.
Culturally, I know there's some myth, especially in terms of the African culture, and we've heard it, in Malawi, in South Africa, in Nigeria, where culturally, we sometimes believe, if you sleep with somebody with albinism, you'll be cured of AIDS, or if they don't die, and so on. How do you manage all those myths? How can we educate people more about such things? I don't know. Do you want to go first?
I think because South Africa, I can say, is better when it comes to the myths, and stereotypes against people with albinism. But countries like Malawi, Tanzania is I can say is worse.
There's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
There's still a lot of work, and I hope, we have the UN albinism. So I think it can be more active, and it can involve each and every country together, like all the albinism in each and every organization in every country, they come together, and we we stand out and raise our voice, because I believe in working in unity. So I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad. But in South Africa, it's not that much.
Yeah.
It's just only those discriminations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's been a lot of work and integration more in South
Yes,
Africa, and
because-
hopefully other African countries can learn.
Yes,
From
because
them.
I see also from here in South Africa, especially the Albinism organization, we try by all means to have events where
Right.
we do awareness. You know, we go to schools everywhere. Like I said, we go to schools, we go to hospitals. We try to educate people, and I think now is better because people are getting to accept us. They get to understand even more. Even in the media, you know, they get to host us. The radio stations, they get like you right now.
Yes.
You know, because we're trying to educate our
So you're using
community.
all avenues.
All the
Also.
platforms.
I know you're passionate about albinism because yes, you know, you're with it. What other social issues for you mean a lot to you personally? And what are the solutions to that particular issue? Just anything, whether you believe it can be done or...
And I think, you know, we need more initiatives and more organizations to stand for bullyism, and we need to educate children about bullyism.
Queen.
With me, I can say definitely it have to be a teenage pregnancy.
Right.
So I mean, like, it has increased right now, and then because, you know, even though we have different reasons, we come from different backgrounds, but I think it's one of the issues that we need, you know, to focus on, to deal with, you know, to go there to children, to talk to them, to teach them about life issues, about, you know, like dating. So because, I mean, like they say, you know, our children, our future, our leaders tomorrow. It could be the president, but because of, you know, the pregnancy, it will bring distractions along the way. You won't be able to do certain things in life. You won't be able to go to certain positions, you understand? So I think it's one of the issues that we need to deal with. And I can say it goes together with, you know, what I'm really also passionate about teaching our women, pregnant women in hospitals about, you know, chances of having a child with albinism. So it goes together right there, because imagine you are a child and you give birth to a child with albinism. You don't know anything.
No.
You are still immature. You don't know anything. So you will also like have challenges in terms of that. So I think it's one of the issues we need, you know, also to focus on.
Wow. What an insightful conversation that was. Thank you, Sannie, and thank you, Lerato, for what you're doing in the community to raise an awareness of albinism. I was just so humbled, when Miss Sannie was sharing, how she got involved, with this cause, which was a personal story for her. And as well, what our organization does, basically trying to raise an awareness of people who live and who have albinism. So yes, I'm still learning, as well. There's some terminologies we need to be comfortable with, and be able to use with this condition. So thank you as well to Lerato Portia, our Miss Albinism. I just love the fact that she shared what she values most in life. For her is God, family, and life. And the fact that she's using our condition to raise awareness, to other people. And the journey that she has had, as somebody who is already living it. But the fact that she's so confident, going out to challenge, how people react to people like her. And the fact that, yes, she's still involved with other social issues. She mentioned the fact that, yeah, teenage pregnancy has increased and, she would like something to be done about it. So thank you to all the people, wonderful people who are doing amazing things, trying to raise awareness, of people with albinism. We celebrate you, we honor you, we thank you for all you're doing. So till next time, this is Mama K signing off saying, stay safe, stay blessed. We continue to celebrate all our women who are doing wonderful things in the community. God bless.